I got introduced to John Asprey by a chap who trained show horses. He was a horse sculptor who had been at baby school with John Asprey down in Surrey. And, I mean, Andy was, let's say, a lovable rogue.
Oh, yeah.
No, he was nice enough. But he was trying to help. And he took me up, he got me to take him up to London in the car, parked the car up in Bond Street outside Asprey's, and went in and met John Asprey. And I knew old man Asprey, old Eric Asprey, from going to Babington and things, because he always used to be there. But John Asprey took one look at what I was doing and said, I want more of that sort of thing, but bigger, you know. And he took the two little pieces of work that I had with me and sold them straight away in the shop. Now, I went away and tried to do some more bigger pieces for him. He encouraged me. Then John and I got into it in a big way once we were here. And I did know a lot about Arab horses. I've always had a really good eye for an Arab horse. And of course that's what Aspreys were selling to the Arabs as fast as I could make them. And Queen Noor went into Aspreys one day and bought one of the pieces of Arab horses, I don't know which one, and said, would the artist come out to Jordan and do a portrait of my husband's favourite riding horse? Well, Aspreys rang us, and would we go to Jordan? I said, well, only if John can come too, of course. Everything paid for. And they wanted us, this was I think probably a Friday afternoon, they wanted us ready to go on the Monday morning. And we said, no, hold on a minute, we've got to sort this end out so that we've got somebody to come and live in here because we had 3 horses, we had 4 dogs, we had, you know, everything. So anyway, Queen Noor was quite, she was utterly charming and completely forthright about it. She and he were away in America, and we were flown out and we were put up in the Interconti. We had a chauffeur-driven Mercedes. We were introduced to the eldest daughter, Princess Alia, who looked after us and took us to the royal stables. We both went riding with her in the mornings when we were there, and I did this portrait of this really rather chunky little Arab horse, but he was a nice little horse called Bahrain. And she saw it and she said, fine, cast it, that's lovely. And we came home with it and got it cast. There's a long story about getting it on the plane in plasticine, but I mean, she just threw somebody off and gave the seat to the bronze. You know,
the first class seats.
Yes. But then we cast that and she was pleased with it. And they had got it in their heads that they wanted to do a memorial to the 1916 Arab Revolt. And Alia was keen on it, and King Hussein, I think, was sort of taken along by Noor and Alia. He said, would we do a sketch and take it out? So we did, quite a small plasticine sketch. John made a box that would hold it nicely, and he'd made the most perfect sort of rifle-like, I think it was a, not a sort of bundu, was it? It was a proper job, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a
Lee Enfield.
Lee Enfield. And we took it out, and we were told to wait, and we would be summoned to the palace. We had this thing in the box, about so big. And we were shown into a great big room, chandeliers and everything, but the box hadn't come in. And then suddenly the doors opened, and his secretary, Annalise Witzke, who was an American girl, on one end of the box and King Hussein on the other end of the box, carried it in, plunked it down, took the lid off. John, Annalise, he and I were all down on our hands and knees going round it. And he just said, I'll have that. So I said, how big do you want it, Your Majesty? And he said, life size, can you do that? So we both just said yes. And that's how it happened. We had nothing in writing. We had no formal contract or anything. I mean, it was just utter trust between him and us.